No matter where you are in life, you clicked on this video because you're trying to make things work. Yet somehow, it still feels like you're stuck. Trust me, I've been there. Frustrated, confused, and wondering why success seems effortless for others, but so elusive for me. Here's the good news. The successful people you admire aren't as different from you as you might think. You and I have the same potential to not only match them, but possibly surpass them. I know that might sound like a cliche, but here's the truth. It's not about outworking everyone. It's about working smarter. The key lies in the path you choose to take. Why discipline alone isn't enough. We're constantly told, you just need discipline to succeed, and it's true. Discipline is essential.
Your attitude has a giant effect, not just on your life, but on other people's lives around you.
To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. And dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality.
Yeah. I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline, because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Without it, even the most talented person won't get far. Discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it. It's about showing up every day no matter how you feel. But there's a catch. Discipline is tough because our brains are wired to choose the path of least resistance. This comes from our ancestors, who prioritized survival by conserving energy and seeking the easiest rewards. So, when you force yourself to fight against your instincts every single day, burnout becomes a real risk. What if I told you there's a way to get incredible results without constantly battling yourself? The power of working with your natural talents. Each of us has natural inclinations, traits or habits that come effortlessly to us. Some call it talent. It could be curiosity, competitiveness, responsibility, or even traits that might seem like flaws, like stubbornness or anxiety.
As a kid, I didn't know, but my gift is that I found out later on. I have the ability to think extremely quick, and I can take any piece of information and transpose it into comedy immediately. Now, when you're a kid and you don't understand that, you get in a lot of trouble. I stayed in a lot of trouble. I've been to more principal office than all of y'all put together, and the pastor's office at the church, because I just couldn't control it. I thought something and I fired it off, and it was instant, and it happened.
A person's most important asset is their mindset. If your mindset is right, nothing can hold you back in life. You can go farther than you ever imagined. It's our thoughts that propel us forward. That's why the first step is to focus on unboxing your mind and setting it on the right path. The secret to success isn't just discipline. It's aligning your work with your natural strengths. When you do that, everything becomes easier. For example, stubbornness can become persistence in the right role. Anxiety can help you plan ahead and anticipate problems. Once you tap into your strengths, you'll notice two things. You'll achieve better results with less effort. You'll start enjoying the process, which motivates you to keep going. How talent and practice build mastery. When you focus on your strengths, you'll naturally put in more effort, not because you're forcing yourself, but because it feels good.
How you gain mental toughness, how you become the person you want to be, is constantly facing the things that you don't want to face. If you constantly run away from things that you don't want to face, how is there growth?
Practice is truly essential because, without it, achieving mastery in anything is impossible. Practice is what transforms our fears into confidence. That's why practice is a crucial element for success in our lives. Over time, that consistent practice turns into mastery. Imagine a child with a knack for writing. Maybe they write an essay that gets praised by their teacher. That little bit of encouragement makes them want to write more. Eventually, they write so much that it becomes second nature. They might not even know whether their skill comes from their natural talent or the hours they've spent honing it. Learning from mistakes. I've learned this lesson the hard way. Once I took a sales job that seemed perfect on paper. The hours were flexible, the pay was good, and I could work from anywhere.
I have failed far more times than I've succeeded. Far more. You will never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You have to fail.
Making mistakes isn't bad. What's truly harmful is the fear of making mistakes, which keeps people from trying and learning. Those who make mistakes and work to find solutions are the ones who truly grow. If you never make mistakes, you'll never learn how to solve them. That's why my preference is to embrace mistakes. They're a sign that something better lies ahead with every step forward. But there was one problem. I didn't ask myself if sales fit my personality. As someone who thrives on analysis rather than social interaction, the thought of cold calling strangers gave me anxiety. While others love the competitive energy of sales, I found it draining. Pushing through didn't make things better. It made me feel worse because I wasn't playing to my strengths. That experience taught me an important lesson. Choosing the right path is just as important as working hard. Discipline plus strengths equals success. Discipline can take you far, but combining discipline with your natural strengths can take you further.
If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
Success never comes from staying in your comfort zone. It comes from discipline and strengths. We all want success, but many of us lack the discipline to achieve it. Without discipline and leveraging your strengths, success is impossible. That's the reality, even if it might be hard for some to hear. Think of Muggsy Bogues, one of the shortest players in NBA history. Despite his height disadvantage, he became an icon through determination and hard work. But here's the thing. Muggsy's success wasn't just about discipline. He leaned into his strengths, speed, defense, and agility to carve out his place in the league. He didn't try to be like everyone else. He maximized what made him unique. You control the test. In school, we're forced to take every test, even in subjects we struggle with. But in life, we have the power to choose. The secret to success isn't about being perfect at everything. It's about designing your life so you're graded on your strengths. Stop trying to force yourself into paths that don't fit. Focus on what comes naturally to you, and success will feel a lot less like a struggle and more like a reward. Final thoughts. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Life gets easier when you align your work with your strengths. Pick a path that fits you, commit to it with discipline, and watch how everything starts to fall into place. You've got this. Now go out there and start building the life you've always dreamed of. If you take one lesson from this, let it be this. Life transforms when you work with yourself, not against yourself. Align your efforts with your natural strengths and watch how challenges turn into opportunities. It's not about being perfect, it's about being purposeful. Choose the path that fits who you are. Show up with discipline and let your strengths shine. Think about this. Every step you take in the right direction, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. And yes, there will be obstacles. There will be days when the path feels unclear and progress feels slow. But remember, those moments are just part of the process. They're the chapters of your story that make the victory even sweeter. You have everything you need within you. The strengths, the potential, and the ability to persevere. It's all there, waiting to be unleashed. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Take that first step, even if it's small, and keep moving forward.